Hello and good morning. How are you today? Welcome to Storytime with Tina. The story we're going to read today is Wild About Books by Judy Sierra. It started the summer of 2002 when the Springfield librarian, Molly McGrew, by mistake drove her bookmobile into the zoo. Molly opened the door and she led down the stair, turned on the computer, and sat in her chair. At first all the animals watched from a distance, but Molly could conquer the strongest resistance. By reading aloud from The Good Dr. Seuss, she quickly attracted a mink and a moose, a wombat, an oryx, a lemur, a lynx, 8 elephant calves, and a family of skinks. In a flash, every beast in the zoo was stampeding to learn about this new something called reading. Forsaking their niches, their nests, and their nooks, they went wild, simply wild, about wonderful books, choosing thin books and fat books and cat-in-the-hat books, and new books and true books, and heaps of how-to books. Giraffe wanted tall books, and Cricket craved small books, while geckos could only read stick-to-the-wall books. The pandas demanded more books in Chinese. Molly filled their requests, always eager to please. She even found waterproof books for the otter, who never went swimming without Harry Potter. Raccoons read alone, and baboons read in bunches, and llamas read dramas while eating their lunches. Hyenas shared jokes with the red-bellied snakes, and they howled and they hissed till their funny bones ached. A tree kangaroo who adored Nancy Drew began solving mysteries right there at the zoo, such as, why were the bandicoots' books overdue? Gently Molly taught lessons in treating books right, for the boa constrictor squeezed Crictor too tight. Baby bunnies mucked up Goodnight Moon with their paws. Giant termites devoured the Wizard of Oz. And Bear's love of books was completely outrageous. They licked all the pictures right off of the pages. Can you imagine that? It's a lot of licking. Tasmanian devils found books so exciting, they soon had given up fighting for writing. They made up adventures so thrilling and new that the others decided to be authors too. Pythons wrote with their tails, penguins wrote with their bills, and porcupines wrote with their very own quills. At the new insect zoo, bugs were scribbling haiku. The scorpions gave each a stinging review. A cannibal twig silently devours a leaf eating, not eating. Pretentious. Roll a ball of dung, any kind of poo will do. Baby beaver bed stinks. I dig for treasure in my enchanted castle. A rotten apple. Boring. And the giant hissing cockroach wrote, hiss, 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 hiss. Redundant, said Scorpion. As the cheetah's new novel began to take shape, he read chapters each night at the Barbary Ape, to the Barbary Ape. And although the gazelles couldn't spell very well, like anyone else, she had stories to tell. Imagine the hippo's enormous surprise when her memoir was given the Zulitzer Prize. Sorry, the pages are sticking. Gotta get a page. With so many new books, Molly knew what to do. She hired 12 beavers, a stork, and a gnu to build a branch library there at the zoo. Then the animals cried, "We can do it ourselves. We can check the books out. We can put them on shelves." And they did, and they do, up to this very day. 3 cheers for the zoobrary. Hip, hip, hooray. When you visit the zoo now, you surely won't mind if the animals seem just a bit hard to find. They are snug in their niches, their nests and their nooks, going wild, simply wild, about wonderful books. We have the smartest animals in the world. You think that would be funny to have them reading books in the library? It sure would, wouldn't it? I mean, yeah, the library at the zoo. Anyway, have a good day, and we'll see you again next time.